Hey, what's going on? It's Papa Jojo. Uh, just wanted to come on here live and talk to y'all real quick. I'm a little frustrated uh, because, well, the game, the Viking game, uh, the Assassins Valhalla is giving me some problems right now. I was in the middle of trying to find out who uh, who the traitor is. Uh, and I can't figure. I can't. Was saving me from getting killed over and over, but that's beside the point. That's beside the point. Anyway, we're trying to find out. My wife is kind of working on. She's the behind the scenes kind of. She looks up things and tries to find out what's going on on the good stuff as far as what's the old thing, the trying to. She's just good at uh, how do you say that? She goes back and she's like a detective, and she kind of just investigates and finds out why these that stuff is going out. Where she finds out that maybe it's this or that, or why it just keeps having the report where it just stops. So anyway, she's trying to find that out for me, or for us, for both of us. We're having problems with that where I'm going into it and I'm trying to go through this one part of the game, and it's one of the parts where I have to, because I have to talk to each of the three people that what's her name, Sonia or Sarah or uh, has that we helped release, that they were captured, and she believes that one of them traded her. That was a traitor. There's a traitor among us, so to speak. But I just wanted to thank everybody that came to the you know that has been with me on the Vikings and the tea bag in England. I called it that because, of course, England tea. I hope y'all got the pun on words, so to speak. Uh, y'all could probably see my wife's beautiful high and tight haircut. Um, she does my hair. She does my haircuts. Uh, but anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know I apologize for the inconvenience of the streaming. I thank you for everybody that has shown up, and um, sorry for the. I was kind of a little upset because, well, I was a lot upset because of what's happened, and it's frustrating because of that. Uh, you know, it's just kind of, it's just frustrating. You know, uh, it's just frustrating because I just don't like it. But anyway, on another note, I appreciate everybody that came out and checked it out, and just kind of hung on there with us. We tried a part two, it didn't work. We tried to make it make it happen for us, it didn't work. I'm gonna We're gonna try another way. If I can find it, I'm gonna try to get through that part. Uh, if we can get through that part, we'll try to get to that part. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But we're gonna check it out. Uh, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. There's nothing we can do. We're trying different things. We're gonna. It does have a save where you do save it. So there's different things. Uh, we're gonna delete that part of that game, and we're gonna reinstall it. We're gonna try it that way, see if that works. There's different things that we can do. I did report the problem. Whether it helps or not, who knows? Probably not. Uh, it's happened to me before. A lot of times they say, they'll give it to me and they'll tell me it's the PlayStation, which is BS because it was a brand. The last time it happened, it was a brand new PlayStation. I had just bought it, not even a couple days, and uh, one of the games was doing the same thing. And then they updated the game a few weeks later, and it worked out perfect. So it wasn't the PlayStation. So don't try to they try to blame things, and it's just bugs in the game or whatever. But it's beside the point. That's just the way it goes. So. But anyway, I guess this gives me time to reflect on my sister Emma. She's gonna have a surgery tomorrow. She has a lot of fluid. She had in her brain. She has cancer. She's had cancer going on, I think, 7 years now. Cancer sucks. That's just the way millions and billions of people, millions and millions of people know. So anyway, I just know that she's a baby sister. I have 7 of them. 7 sisters. 6 of them are older than me. It was like having 7 moms. My real mom and 6 more. And then my baby sister. She was like a mom too. She got trained well by 6 others. 7, 7 others. My mom and my other sisters. uh, they're I tell them, I say, y'all are wonderful sisters as long as y'all live, you know, 7, 8 hours away from me. I love y'all. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding, but I'm not kidding. Uh, but I love them. Don't get me wrong. I talk to them a lot. They love to text. Not much of a texter. I love to talk on the phone. I love to hear their voice. I love to joke with them, laugh with them, because you just never know. You never know when that could be the last time that you'll hear their beautiful voice. It was me and 2 other brothers. We were 10 of the family. It was 7 girls and 3 boys. I lost my older brother a while back. A Vietnam veteran. Oldest of all the family. Oldest of the 10. It was my older brother, 6 girls, me, another girl, and another brother. My baby brother. He was the baby of the family. My brother's brother was, he was he was an awesome brother, smart, intelligent, worked with airplanes, helicopters, anything that could fly, anything that could play music, anything that could, you could watch on a big screen, on a television, anything if it was broken, he could fix it. Anyway, he was awesome. He was an awesome dude. He was just one of those guys that could do anything for you, anything, But he passed away. He passed away with a stroke at 69 years of age. It's 11 years younger than me that I am now. So, yeah, now my sister is a year younger than me. She's 58. 57. I'm 58. But tomorrow she's gonna have surgery. They're gonna put, I believe it's called the shunt
A shunt.
a shunt in her head, in her brain, so that they can take the liquid out of their uh, so that they can do chemotherapy. They can't do chemo, and that way it can release all that, and they can also relieve pressure and get some sort of relief for her. It's, I know that a lot of y'all probably have family members, or know somebody, a friend, or have a friend, or have family members that have had cancer, or know somebody that has had cancer, or that have passed away from cancer. My mom has had breast cancer. She's passed away. She passed away from breast cancer, but she had it. I've had sisters that had breast cancer. I had a sister-in-law that had breast cancer. My mother-in-law. Uh, I had my brother-in-law had colon cancer. I've had friends that have died from cancer. I've had my brother-in-law has had cancer. Some of them have made it, have fought the fight, and have lived to talk about the courageous, and have seen, I don't know how to say it, they have seen that, you know, the most vicious and the most terrible enemy, and they have won a battle against it. They've gone into remission. And I say a battle because sometimes the war is still up in their head, that they haven't won the war. And I don't know. I don't know what to say, because I have no experience with that. You know. Hey, Hollow, how you doing? You know, it's tough when you go up against an opponent that you can't see. You don't know what to do against it. There's no so-called weapon. There's nothing that can really hurt it. You can stop it for a little bit. It could come back at any time. So you can win battles, but you just want to win that war, you know? We play a lot of games, and we strive to win every game. That's the objective. Win the game, move on to the next. As you see me play these games, you see my wife play, see my buddy Hollow play these games, you have a lot of fun. You have a lot of fun. You have a great fun. You have so much fun. And the reason I say that is because we kind of, we go in there and we pound it, we grind, we pound, we grind, and we go in there and, oh, come on, we're gonna get this. And this guy's, like my favorite word, you're killing me, and literally it's not, it's figuratively speaking, but it's not literal. But for us in the game, yeah. But we come back. We respawn, as they say, And it's okay, because that's what we do. That's what the game does for us. We have a lot of fun. Then we end it. And we stop. And tomorrow's another day. for some people, it's not. It may not be a next tomorrow. I think the hardest thing is that I can't go in there and fight for my sister. I want to go in there. I just don't want to kick the crap out of this cancer that she has. And I can't do a damn thing to help my baby sister. I can't. I'm sorry. Sorry, I came here to. You know, I came in here just to say that, I couldn't play this game, but I also wanted to talk about her because I've been thinking about her the past week. She's been in the hospital for a while, for a few days, for a few. Doesn't matter what they teach you in the military or in life and what you take for self-defense classes, martial arts, how much you exercise. I don't care how big you are, lifting weights and martial art and whatever, swimming and whatever you do for exercising, how many miles you run. Yeah, I used to be, back in the days, used to run long distance, used to do whatever, ran track, play football, play baseball. Doesn't matter how great of an athlete you are. Doesn't matter. Billions and billions of dollars are spent in research for cancer. And we seem to worry more about what 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 side of a politician you are on than what are we going to do or how are we going to find the cure for cancer. Thousands and thousands of people a day die of cancer. And thousands of more are told you have cancer. And I'm not just talking adults, I'm talking from infants to, to grade school kids, to teenagers, all the way to adults and to seniors, you know, senior citizens. And all we're worried about is who you're going to vote for. I think America has their I think a lot of people, not just America, I think a lot of people in this world have their priorities crossed. We don't seem to care about taking care of people that need help anymore. We care about what's in our pockets more than who we can help. And the sad part is that a lot of that is fighting against families and friends instead of helping. I remember when I was in the military, it was about helping everybody. It's really changed, but it just leads to, I just say one thing to another because that's where it leads me to. It leads me to everything that we can't seem to find. I mean, I'm 58 years old, and I remember donating for finding cancer because I had friends that were in high school, that were in junior high, that were in elementary school that had cancer. I didn't know anything. I knew about cancer, but I didn't know because I had family that had cancer when I was a kid. I had aunts, I had uncles, I had cousins. I had a cousin died of leukemia. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what it was. I was so small, so young. People just don't. People just don't get it. It's not they don't get it. They just don't want to get it. Nowadays, people just don't want to get involved. Get involved, people. No, I don't mean involved in the crazy things. That eventually works out. It always does. But finding a cure it's easier said than done. I understand. But we always say, oh, it's never gonna happen to us. It's not gonna happen to us. It's not gonna happen to me. It's not gonna happen to. But then when it hits home, that's when you start asking questions.
Eve just shut
Huh?
up. Eve just shut up. She said hi.
Hey Eve, how you doing? How's my nephew doing? Good, I hope.
She said just got the kiddo to sleep. What did I
Well, you missed my.
miss? Very stressful evening.
You missed the stressful minute with my game. I had to. It had to. I didn't shut it down. It shut me down. It got. It got shut down. I mean, it just had an error on the game, and
Kept crashing.
it kept crashing on me. So we stopped. It stopped me. So I came on live so I can tell him I'm sorry that I wasn't able to say good night. But also I wanted to talk about my sister. Uh, and I wanted to talk about. I just get things out. I guess she's having surgery tomorrow morning. Oh, he's all tuckered out. Yeah, it crashed. It crashed. It crashed more than a couple times, so I wasn't able to finish it off. So she's doing something, trying to figure it out.
Trying.
She's
But
what
I did read that a lot of people are saying that they're
what?
still having that
Say it
crashing.
louder, bit.
I did read that a lot of people who have the Valhalla game on the PlayStation are saying that it's still crashing and that there's not a fix for it yet.
Yeah,
It may
she's
not even be the PlayStation or
yeah.
it may be the actual like game.
Yeah, she said that she did read that the people are having a lot of problem with it, that it's crashing. The Valhalla game is crashing. So if it does keep doing that, and it's not the PlayStation, it could be the game. But if it keeps doing that, I might just start the other game,
Is it Odyssey?
the Odyssey game. I might just start playing that game,
The Romans.
the
That's a
Roman
good one.
game. But I might do something different with the Roman game. I might play the female part, just to throw something different in there. I don't know, just something different. But anyway, I came on here just to talk about that, and say I'm sorry that I did say a word that, well, I meant it, but I was
It
upset.
was in the heat of the moment.
Well, it was just a moment. But also, since I got on live, I wanted to talk about my sister. She's having surgery tomorrow. She's getting a shunt put on brain surgery, and so they can relieve pressure and fluid, so that they can give her chemotherapy. And then I started talking about how how having how cancer sucks, and how so many people I know that I know I'm not the only one that goes through things like this. I know, but this is like an out for me to talk about it. I guess the hardest part is that it hurts because, well, first of all, she's my sister, my baby sister, and I know that it's, like I said earlier, it's not. I don't know. It's not. I'm not the only brother. I'm not the only sibling that has somebody that has cancer. I'm not saying that, people. Please don't take it wrong. Please don't act like I'm over here feeling. But no, I'm not the only one. I know that. But this is just a way of me just letting things out. But also, if you have something to say, hey, man, talk to me. Chat with me. Tell me that, what did you do? I've lost a brother already. We're 10 in the family. We were 9 now. Lost the oldest, and she's the youngest girl. I got a younger brother. We're 7 girls and 3 boys. There was the oldest boy, 6 girls, myself, then my sister, and then my younger brother. So, you know, thank you, Red. Appreciate it. All I'm trying to say is that it sucks. It hurts. And playing these games is a therapy for me, not only because of my military past, and not only because I enjoy it, I love doing it. It keeps me going, but it keeps my mind busy. It keeps me occupied. You can only do so much outside. You can only do so much in the inside, but your mind still keeps going. Bless you. Bless you.
Thank you.
And they did move her from one hospital to the next. This hospital in Houston is doing a lot better for her. They got a lot more equipment. Uh, her doctors are doing a lot more. They're providing her more uh, things to her at the hospital. It's difficult to go and see her because they only let one person in. But at the same time, with the illnesses that are going on, and there has to be, it's hard. But yeah, I mean, I was talking about how cancer's for everybody. It's you fight that battle, and people that have had it, I think they're such strong and warrior like people because they have fought the, I don't know, man, the enemy that you can't see, you can't touch, you can't, it's there, and it's one of the strongest and most evil enemy, and you fight that alone. Yes, you got medicines, yes, you got doctors that are trying everything, but it's you, your body, and you're struggling to, you know, but I can't do anything for her. I pray, but I wish I could just go in there and just have her sit down and say, I got the next round, and the next round, and the next round. You rest, sis, and I'll take care of the rest. But I can't. God. just like I would do for my son and my wife, I wish I could do for her. But even if that wasn't that, I couldn't do that. I you can't. Nobody can. I think that's the hard part because my sister and I play ball together. We play co-ed softball. Oh, it was fun. It was a lot of fun with her, playing ball with her, having a good time. You know, it's just crazy because yeah, you're right. It's hard to when you love, yeah, with so much, go through so much pain, and yeah. I wish I could. I wish I could just put it on me, and I got this, and it's agony, and I don't know what to do sometimes. And last week with her in the hospital, I just and I know it's hard to say because I have my son, and I have my wife, and 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 if there was that one of them, I would say put me in that place and let my son and my wife get out of that. And God, it's like you're stuck in a between a rock and a hard place because you're like, let me go fight for her, and then where do I stay with my wife and my son? It, you know, but I feel I'm stronger than her, and I'm right there for you, sis. And I'll get this, I'll get this for you, and you'll be okay. But I gotta face reality. She has to face it herself, and I don't know what the outcome's gonna be. I hope it's good. Sometimes it doesn't come out the way you want. I mean, I hate to talk like that, but and people hate. They hate when I think I. My sisters hate when I talk realistically because I'm not that type of person that's gonna say. I do say everything's gonna be okay, but when it comes to realistically, I gotta look at the realistic part of what can happen, and we gotta be ready for that. And Itza will tell you when I go under the knife, so to speak, when I go into surgery, I talk to Christian and I talk to Itza and I tell them just in case. And Itza hates it because she does not like me saying that, but I tell her this is what I've taken care of, and you need to do this, this, and this. She doesn't like hearing it. But I tell her, I've taken care of this. I've taken care of this. Christian, you got to take care of your mom. You got to be strong. You're a young man now. You got to do this and this. Is it easy for me to tell him? No, it's not. But I tell him that he's a grown man. He's a grown young man. I don't want to. No, I don't want to leave. No, I don't. It's not about that. But it's about being honest with them and being truthful, because mistakes are made sometimes. I like it? No, I don't like it. I don't even want to go into knee surgery because even that can go wrong. Anita hates me. She hates for me to go to the hospital. I hate the hospital. I hate going under the knife, so to speak. I hate it. Those ablazes, man, those heart procedures, the ablations I've got. Oh my God. 5, 6 hours and then 7 hours. Oh, for me, I don't feel anything. But for her and Christian, longest time, I'm sure it's long for them.
The longest.
Sucks.
It's the
I know
longest.
when Itza went to her surgery, it was like, oh my God, it was agony, man. Christian was a small young kid, and it was like, oh man. But it was bad for me too, and they all hated it. I wanted to be in there so bad, but they had to do. I'm just glad it wasn't breast cancer. I'm just glad she was fine, but it was still hard. It was still like, God, but we got through it, and it was fine. But it wasn't fine until everything was. I knew it was gonna be fine. Still in the back of my head, thinking, it's not done yet. But that's just the way I am. I gotta think about that with my sister. I gotta think about that with Emma. I gotta wait till after the surgery tomorrow. What's gonna happen? I pray and I hope that everything works out. But I don't think I'd be human if I didn't have that. Y'all know the old saying: pray for expect the worst, and what's that? Pray for the worst and hope for the best.
No.
No,
Expect,
expect the worst, prepare for the worst, and hope for the best. And I know that you can tell me I'm negative, but it's realistic. Prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Thank you, Red. Thank you. My mind is so. My mind is so over here and over there. It's just And thank all of y'all for just listening to me. Thank you, Red, Hollow, my wife, anybody who comes in and listens to this. Thank y'all. I know I'm just ranting on, but it's tough. It's a tough it's a tough situation. I talked about having like to say having a problem, find a solution, and you need to go take care of it. Well, my sister's in a situation. They they have a solution. We're gonna see if it's gonna take care of it. But like the doctor said, this is what we're gonna try. It's cancer, people. Even the doctor said it's cancer. We can, we can do so much with cancer. And we have to be careful. Love of a family is I think, you grow up, you see them grow up, or, like your son, your daughters. I mean, you don't know what to expect in a lot of in a lot of in the future, in a lot of different aspects of life. They change daily. They change, well, I could say yearly. I mean, I know that because our son was turned 16 yesterday, and we saw him, growing up from, being a baby, loving to do this, to do that, to being 16. And they have their own. And like I was telling you, it's so funny how he he used to ask me, "Hey, Dad, how do you do this? How do you do that?" And then all of a sudden, he's telling me, "Hey, Dad, he's looking things up for me." I find it hilarious sometimes because it's like I joke with him. I said, "Yeah, I have to look it up in encyclopedia." He goes, "Why don't you just Google it, Dad?" They didn't have Google back then, boy. What's wrong with you? But now it's just so weird how I laugh with him, and so my sister and I, we grew up together. We were so, so we were so together. She was the tomboy of the neighborhood because she was like, oh man. And Red, you could probably understand this. You know, it's a whirlwind when you're waiting on somebody's surgery. Yeah, that's so true, Red. I mean, when you're waiting on somebody having surgery, oh my God, that is it's it's eats a nose. And now it's my turn. I gotta wait tomorrow to see what's going on. So to keep me busy, I gotta do something. So and but like you said, you totally understand when you want to play ball. You want, Emma was, hey, and it's funny because here it was me, my cousins, and my little brother Michael. He was good at sports, but he was a mechanic, so he was like, now I'm gonna go tear down this. Oh, go help Dad with the car. I'm gonna go help, or he'd tear down a radio and put it back together. I said, why'd you do that? I wanted to see how to put it together. Okay, bro, you know, uh, and I would help him out sometimes, but I was like, okay. Emma was like, hey, let's go play baseball. I'm like, all right, and nobody wanted her on the team, and I was like, that's cool. He goes, no, I'm gonna be on my brother's team. Okay, and then when they saw her play, it was like, why didn't you tell me she could play? I said, you just thought because she was a girl she couldn't play, so I don't care. I'm not gonna tell you she could play. And it was funny because some of the guys are like, I didn't know she could play. I said, you didn't ask, and I'm not gonna tell you. She's my sister. She can play on my team, so get over it. And then our cousin Norma was another a one that she played too. So they were all tomboys. They were, so it was, like the old saying, they call them tomboys. So it was funny, and we grew up like that. Played football, played soccer, and we played basketball. Uh, she loved volleyball. Boy, she was good at volleyball. Uh, she was a big time athlete. Um, it's good to talk about her like that.
He
Uh,
says, my last surgery, I was awake for it. That was bizarre.
oh wow, yeah. I've had things like that. I mean, where I'm kind of like, mm, it's weird how you on some surgeries, how I've had people think, yeah, man, I know that when I had the when they go in and check when they first go check for your heart before they do anything, they don't put you to sleep. They just not these last ones, but before that, when they put a stent or anything, they go in through your they go in through the groin. They numb that place area, but they strap you down so you won't move, and you're looking at a big old screen TV, and you actually see the camera go in through your veins, and you see your heart, and it's like you're kind of out of it, but you're not, and you're like, "Is that my heart?" And you're like, "Yeah." Oh, cool. And you're kind of in and out a little bit, but you're watching it, and it's like a dream, and and then you see the little camera just going in there, and then you see a little thing just it opens up, and they put the people call it a balloon, but it's a stent that opens up the artery, so the blood flow can go in there, and it's so weird that that you're awake for that, and I'm like, they don't open. I said, oh, we'll do open heart surgery if you really, but if you're, and the Doctor Flores, he's awesome with me. He's my cardiologist. He goes, if you're a good boy, we won't open you up, but if you're a bad boy, we'll crack that and we'll open you up. I'm like, then he just starts laughing, and it's funny because I'm like, you're kind of like in and out of the, you're like, was he really serious? But it's just funny because I'm like, it's not funny, Doc. And the guys and the girls that are in there, they're just laughing. They're just like, man, Flores is bad, man. And I'm like, golly, it's not right, dog. You're making me feel bad now. And they're just laughing. But they gave me a spinal and I was numb, and from my chest down, the surgeon and I took turns telling corny jokes. Yeah, I remember I had a spinal tap done in 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 the army when I first messed up my back, and I remember that. I remember they put that. I don't know. They put a big old needle on your back, and that dude was just talking to me and laughing, and I'm just like, what the. Yeah, I remember those. That's crazy though, how you can be half awake and half asleep on me. I don't remember anything from my back surgery though. You're out. You're done. Shoulder surgery, I was done. Both of them. They had to. They put me to sleep on both of those. Both of my back surgeries, I was out. I don't know if they're gonna do knee surgery. I'll find out. I just got the MRI done yesterday, so I don't know about that one. That one's gonna be. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do on that. I I'm hoping, but I don't know. I've done the shots. I've done physical therapy. I've done. I don't know what's next. I don't know. I don't know, man. Hey, Eve, how was your hike? I hope you had a good hike. Any snacks?
Snacks. What kind of snacks you want?
Some Oreos,
Oreo.
please. Yeah, I've like I said, I was. I don't know, man. It's just a weird. Just put them over here. Bring them over. You can put them here. Atlas changed his mind, and we went to the park instead. Oh, Atlas. The man changed his mind. Well, that's understandable. The man has spoken. We will go to the park.
El hombre has spoken.
Did he did you do the longboard or did you just play in the park? Oh, there you go. He ran around. He biked and on his scooter, then he hopped from one bench to another down the row of 12, then bike lap, and then he went on his scooter. Oh my. Woo! Busy boy. No wonder he's wiped out. Jeez. I'd be wiped out too.
No.
I chased him on the longboard because he isn't interested unless he's being chased or doing the chasing. Oh, Atlas. Atlas, Atlas, Atlas. Typical young boy. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Atlas is the man.
The man with money.
Does that park have a like a pond or anything for fishing that you know of? It was a struggle. It was a struggle scrubbing him off. He was going to fall asleep in the shower. Oh man.
I've had that happen with Christian.
Oh, I remember Christian was like
He
that.
would go take a shower after like an active day, and I'd
He'd go take a shower and he'd be like,
check on
dude.
him, and he
When-
laying on the floor.
When Christian was older, when he got old enough to take a shower,
Yeah, on his own, but he was still, younger.
He had 3 pieces of pizza and drank a water bottle down twice. Oh my God. That boy was. When Christian was old enough to take his shower on his own, of course, we Ita would go in and we'd look after him. He'd come and he'd like to take a shower in our shower. It has a little bench. So there was times where you could hear him. We leave the door open, you could hear him playing with. He'd have toys in there, and then there were times he'd get real quiet. He'd be on the bench on the little thing where you sit down, up against it, crashed out. Then boy, you better wake up. And so Ita had to go in there and just tell him to wash up and.
Then in the shop, so you can go lay down.
So he'd go lay down and he'd get up and, I'm not tired, Mama. I'm not tired, Mama. I'm not tired.
You're fine.
Yeah, he'd go straight to his room. Okay, I'm going to rest a little bit. Boom. Crashed out. And then he'd get mad at why'd you let me sleep all night? What do you mean, why'd we let you sleep all night? You're supposed to sleep all night.
Quiet is never good, not until I turn like 20. I know, right? Even now he gets real quiet and I go in there and I'm like, are you okay? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm just making sure. You were too quiet.
Yeah, it's so funny. The last few years, Ita going in his room and, you okay? Yeah, why? So quiet. You know what the crazy part, when he started, we'd have the summer and you'd hear him laughing and joking and talking to his friends, and then the first day of school would come and Ita and she'd come back home after taking him to school, and then it'd be like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning, and she would just look at me and she goes, the house is so quiet.
Hated it.
And I'd be like, yep. So here we are. I think we were worse than he was, counting the days till summer because we wanted him home so we can be in the summer. I don't know. It was weird. Or spring break, so we could have spring break together, or a holiday, Christmas break. We wanted Christmas break to come so we could have the Christmas time, or Thanksgiving first and then Christmas time. Or I think we were more excited to dress up for Halloween than he was sometimes. We dressed up as Roman, and she was my.
I was a Roman empress.
She was a Roman empress, and I was a Roman emperor.
When it's been that
Then one year,
long, the silence is eerie.
Yeah.
Very true.
That is so true. It's eerie. It's like, whoa, man, like you say.
It's not good. Like, I don't like it.
And then one year we dressed up as Star Wars.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool. Then we dressed up as werewolves.
You were a werewolf.
You was
I was like a witch.
she was a witch. Who was he?
That was the year that he was, I think.
He was a Star Trooper again,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
He was
Into the Star
He was a
Wars deal.
Transformer.
He was a Transformer.
One of the two, because there was
I think he was a
a
Transformer.
year that he was like
No, he
Transformer
was
for
a Transformer for like 3 years when he was a
He
kid.
was Optimus and Bumblebee.
Yeah, he was Optimus, Bumblebee, then Prime. Prime again. He was Spider-Man. I don't know how many years.
Oh my god. The first year I got that Spider-Man outfit, he would like, take it off.
Yeah, he wouldn't take off Spider-Man. He was like 2 years old. He wouldn't take off Spider-Man for I don't know how many. Ita had to fight him to take off Spider-Man so she can wash it.
I'm like, just let me wash it.
While he was bathing, she had to go wash it. Then he'd get mad because he wanted to sleep in it. Oh my God, that boy. Man, he went through those. Then he didn't understand why it didn't fit him no more. I said, because you're growing too fast. Oh, that boy. Now I'm gonna ask him if he wants a Spider-Man outfit again.
Would probably say yes.
He probably would say yes.
Be like, yeah.
He'd probably look at me and say, "Cool, Dad. That'd be awesome." Or just to get mad at me. Spider-Man is my favorite uh, superhero. I mean, I've always read the Spider-Man. That's why I get so mad at these Spider-Man movies because they're not even to the actual comic books. And I'm talking the legit comic books. I have Spider-Man comic books from the 70s. Uh, in mint condition, by the way. I have them in paper in bags, and I have them all nice and set up. That those would be Christian's collections, but they're not even. I can't stand the MJs that they have. The closest MJ that they ever had was the first one with Tobey Maguire. Uh, I don't understand why they make MJ with a redhead. That's why he, I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get the writing of Spider-Man if they can't get a Mary Jane that was a redhead. So many women color their hair red, or there's so many actresses that could play the redhead part.
Eve says that Atlas chooses the most unique costumes. His first costume was a doctor, and his last one he was a bat. Cute.
There you go.
Bat.
I like dressing up for Halloween.
That's fun.
I dress up for Halloween and give candy out.
Yeah.
I have a good time doing that. The kids love this. Well, I sit by my truck and I have a big old uh, kettle like a witch's brew kettle.
Uh-huh.
I put the candy in there, but I give away the decent candy, the Hershey's and the Snicker bars, the little small ones, Milky Way, Kit Kats.
And he gives.
And I give a handful. I don't give like little. I give my handful. Boom. And they tell everybody. And then some of the neighbors are like, I don't get that many kids. I said, I get like 400 or 500 kids every night. I mean, every Halloween. And the thing is that the neighbors put all kinds of Halloween decorations. I don't put anything. I do put around my truck. Itza bought some Halloween
Little
ghosts and Halloween pumpkins. Now I do carve out pumpkins. I carved out Optimus Prime. I carved out uh, Bumblebee.
Yeah.
What else did I carve out?
You did the high school logos here.
Oh, I did the high school logos, the Hawks and the Cardinals, and that brought in a lot of attention. So I carve out the pumpkins. So I carve out those. I draw them out and I carve them out.
Good. It surprised me.
Itza was really surprised that I could actually carve them out. I said, "Oh yeah, I've been carving out pumpkins since we were kids." But I buy those big pumpkins so I can carve out big old things. But I have a carver. I have all that stuff. So we do pretty well on that. The last 2 years we didn't do Halloween.
Eve says, nice. We are the only ones who decorate and dress up.
Oh yeah, we enjoy it. We enjoy it. In fact, once we set up things, we want
We
to.
buy candy every year and no one shows up, so I eat it all.
You know what, Eve? What I do, Red, is that I buy the candy that I like, because if I can't give it out, it's got to go somewhere. And if I can't eat it,
in my belly.
that's right. Get into my belly. So I mean, but I do give out the majority of the candy. We rarely have candy left over.
Yeah.
Of course, I do buy kind of extra bags, then I forget what. Itza goes, what about this bag? Leave that bag inside, woman. What's wrong with you?
I'm like, oh, okay, sorry.
No, but I buy good candy though. We buy good candy. We go to but I start buying the candy like about October 1st. So by the time we have it, it's ready to go. I don't know what we're going to be this year though.
I don't know. It depends, because like the last couple of years since what started, We don't really have that many kids.
Maybe I'll be a Viking.
That would be cool.
Maybe I'll be Tom Nook.
Oh my god.
Itza can be Isabel.
Oh, that'd be cute. And we just talk like this.
Or maybe me and Chris can be Tim and Tommy. Timmy and Tommy. Dress up the truck as a Nook store.
I buy 2 bags and mix them, then save about half for myself. Now I just buy a small bag for us to share.
There you go. Yeah, we have a good time. But the last 2 years have been very... It's been difficult decisions, but we haven't had too many kids.
Yeah.
So, a lot of moms, and which I understand. I perfectly understand. A lot of the moms and dads, they know this, they know us, so they, the neighborhood, and they've told me when they see me, they tell her, hey, we're not trick or treating this year. We're not gonna take our kids out. We know you're okay, Joe. We know that you're taking care, but I said, no, I understand completely. Just it's okay. Don't worry about it. So the past couple of years, we just said no, we're not gonna do it. We just haven't done it, and that's fine with us. I mean, we're not gonna I'm not gonna force somebody to go out and do something if they don't want to. I'm not gonna do that. It's not who we are. It's not what we do. But then I do love Halloween. I mean, I do. I've had ideas of building different things outside so they can go through the scary part. I mean, not like totally scary, but having fun. I want fun things for the kids, not like, oh my God, scary part. I want them to have fun. I want them to be where they can. Oh, I know that house. That house did this. And so
We dress up but celebrate inside.
that's what we do. We do that sometimes. I tell Itza like starting in May or something like that to start looking to start looking for different costumes, because they're cheaper first of all, and then just start looking for ideas of what we can do. So I even dressed up Santa Claus.
Oh yeah.
I've dressed up for Santa Claus for some events. I've have a friend of mine that does a lot of fishing events, so I've dressed up for Santa Claus and gave out candy and gave out toys and stuff like that for Santa Claus that she gives. She does a lot of autistic fishing tournaments. In fact, Itza, Christian, and myself, we're all certified to teach kids fishing.
Yep.
We took certification classes with the game wardens.
Yep. We are certified.
It's funny because a lot of the game wardens, when I go fishing around here, bless you, a lot of my friends know me. I mean, and they freak out on me because the game wardens they come up to me and they start talking to me and hey, what's going on? And then they start they know me because I've been fishing for so long here, and the guys look at me like, you know them? I said, yeah, dude. They see me all the time. Oh man, dude, I'm glad I have my license. I said, dude, if you didn't have your license, you wouldn't be fishing with me. How do you know I have my license? I said, because I asked you a while back, and you don't have a license, you don't fish with me. So if I don't have a license, you wouldn't have brought me? I said, no, wouldn't have brought you. I don't care. I'm not gonna bring you if you don't have a license. That's just the way I am. But, gotta have you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun during during the Halloween. Thanksgiving comes along. Start, dress up. I just can't believe February. It's already in the book, so to speak.
Yep. Can't believe it either.
Then you got March. What is coming up in March? Something happened in March. Oh, spring break.
Only the best day of your
Spring.
life after
Spring break.
Christian was born. After Christian
Spring
was born,
break.
that was the best day of your life. But then
Oh, St. Patrick's Day.
the second best day of your life
St. Patrick's Day.
did happen on St. Patrick's Day. Yes,
St. Patrick's Day.
yes, it happened on that day.
Peter Piper.
We got married, you fool.
Well, that's right. You ain't lying there. I was a fool.
Our anniversary.
We are going to be married for 275 years now.
Not 275.
We are vampires. That's right. It's out now. We are
Our
vampires.
secret is out.
We are vampires.
Is out. I wish, man. We wouldn't hurt. We wouldn't have pain.
No, we're vampires that hurt and have pain. We are not. We are
I
fake
don't want to be
vampires.
that kind of vampire. I want to be a vampire that's like
Yeah.
healthy.
We drink tea, not blood. That's why I have 2 glasses. Cause one, I thought I was gonna have to hydrate. So she brought me 2 glasses of tea. I have to take turns on it.
You're hydrating without me having to say hydrate, so.
Yeah, I know.
But
Oh man. I just want to say thank y'all for listening to me, and I'm really sorry that Valhalla crashed on us.
yeah,
I was having a good time, but I was getting my butt whooped.
yeah.
But that's all right.
Hopefully we can get it back up. But if we can't,
I'll find out when it downloads. I'll find out. I'm gonna go in there and check it out tonight. See if it does anything. If I can get through it, I'm just gonna get through it, and then I'll go to the next one on the next thing, and then we'll start it again. We'll see what happens.
if not, you got a backup. You got a backup game to play. Something else you can play.
Yeah, I got something else to play. We'll see what happens, but anyway, I'm just blessed to have been able to play what we did play. Tomorrow I'll stream a little earlier. I won't stream as long. Ito will stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
She'll do her thing.
My origins.
Yeah. I like it when she streams. She does a good job. She aight. She aight.
Meh.
I'm still gonna try to find out what happens in March. So we'll see what happens.
Our anniversary. I just got that. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? She's not as fast as you think she is. Anyway, but oh, babe, we don't have to tell everybody.
Oh, I am.
Oh, you're not.
I just do.
You need to stop it. Stop it, baby. Oh man, I can already see Atlas running down. Oh, Atlas. Are you eating hot Cheetos?
Maybe.
You and your hot Cheetos.
Just a few.
That's okay. Well, I don't think I have much else to say tonight. That's all I gotta say about that. Oh man, I tell you.
Yeah. Been one of those.
I don't know. It's just been one of those. It's been one of those weeks. You hadn't been feeling good, and Emma got sick. Well,
Um,
sicker. It's just been one of those days. But what do you do? Anyway, I just want to say thank y'all for showing up. I know it's not a long chat. This is mostly about the. Well, it was two things. Mostly about telling you about why I didn't. Why I stopped. This is for the part two of the Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Part two. Vikings and their tea bags. Obviously, the tea bags they didn't like it, so they said nope, not gonna finish it because they didn't have the right tea bags. I'm thinking they like the one I'm drinking, and they didn't have the same flavor I had. What's the flavor I drink? The
raspberry.
raspberry tea. So since they didn't have the raspberry, they thought, you know what? I'm just gonna shut it down. So they shut me down. So oh well, it happens.
Shut you down.
So I don't know. Hopefully, Itza found a way to fix it. But like she said, she thinks that some people were saying that that's what she's just what she read
Off of the actual website
off
of the
the
game.
actual website of the Valhalla game is that they don't think that there's a fix to it as of yet. That they believe it's not the PlayStation, it's the actual game
Game, yeah.
that's having that crash problem where it crashes. So if it keeps doing that, then I'll probably go to the Odyssey game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's the one that we read about. Obviously, that's the one of uh,
Romans.
the Romans. Now, I've been picking the guy, and you can pick. Well, I know that this one had the guy or the girl. Did yours have the guy or the girl on Origins?
No, I could only be the guy. But remember yesterday when
Oh,
I
yesterday you
played
had a
it?
choice, right?
Well, I didn't have a choice yet.
Well, yeah.
But the girl,
She
you're
got the
getting
DNA,
her
right?
memory. So maybe after they get her memories clear,
Maybe you can
I'll
be
be
the
able to
girl.
play the girl.
Well, anyway, tomorrow. I mean, I think tomorrow. If this doesn't work out, I'm gonna work with it tonight. See if it does anything. If I can't get past this and it keeps crashing, tomorrow. If not tomorrow, maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the next day, because Ita's gonna do her Odyssey tomorrow. I'll do probably something else tomorrow. Probably Call of the
I'm
Wild.
doing Origins tomorrow. Well, you could do Odyssey, just maybe
Just do some of
end
Odyssey. I
it
don't want to do
with.
the whole thing. I mean, I'll stop it before Ita starts her thing. But I'll do it. I'm gonna start it early. I'll do Odyssey, but I'm gonna do it in the female part
You should.
because I want to see what the female is all about. Okay, so just call me Josephine, Pop, Mama Josephine, baby. I'm just kidding.
Mama, well, still be JoJo.
It'll
Mama
still be JoJo, Mama JoJo, Fiend,
Mamacita JoJo.
Mamacita JoJo, Fiend. Anyway,
JoJo Fina.
JoJo Fina, here I come. So I don't know. Let's see what happens, but
Joanna.
I don't think so. You're killing me, babe. You're killing me. Anyway, but thank you for coming by. Hollow, Eve, appreciate it. Oh, Red. Red's always there. Hollow's always there. Hope your game's coming all right, Hollow. Uh, Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Uh, well, I guess I'm gonna shut down now. I don't know how long I've been on here.
An hour and 14 minutes.
That's an hour and 14 minutes too long. Yeah, well, may y'all have a wonderful night. I hope everything is good for y'all. Thank you for showing up. And like I said, take care of yourselves. Thank you for listening. And may we find a way to kick cancer's ass one day. Excuse my language, but I think we need to really do that. But God bless and love all of y'all. And thank you for listening. I needed this. Thank you. Pray for my sister Emma. She's part of my world, just like my family is. My wife and my child, my children. But y'all take care. Y'all have a great night. God bless. And we'll see y'all soon. Okay? We'll see y'all later. Peace. Love y'all. I'm going to relieve already. Hello. We'll see y'all later, man. Y'all have a good night. But take care of yourself, brother. I'm gonna find out what's going on with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good night, my bro. I'm out of here. Peace. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it. Take care, y'all. Good night. Love y'all. Peace out.